As I prepare to close the cafe, I can't help but think about how I saw Ciel earlier. Why didn't she come in? I'm not going to find any answers just thinking about it, so I'll ask her when I see her tomorrow. Good work today, Koron. Get home safely. Koron and I discussed something on our way to Caramel today. I will. It's going to be hard, but I'll consider it. Right. When I return to my room, I change out of my work clothes and flop onto my bed. It's been half a year since I've moved here. The feeling of the bed and the pattern on the ceiling has already become familiar to me. I'm suddenly starting to recall what Koron and I discussed earlier. Ciel hasn't messaged you back yet? Maybe she got caught by a teacher in the staff room? That does sound like something Ciel would do. Ciel has the amazing ability to strike up a conversation with anyone without a fear in the world. That said, I never expected her to start calling me Big Brother when I first met her. It feels like it's been ages since that fateful day. I smiled to myself upon the realization that it hasn't actually been that long. Oh, sorry. It was nothing. I forced myself to calm down and keep my cool. Sure. What's up? What is it? What? Is it something awkward? I'm a little curious since this is about Ciel. If you're willing to spill, I'm all ears. After waiting a beat or two, Koron begins to speak. Really? But what about her classmates? Hearing those words directly from Ciel's best friend is admittedly a little embarrassing. But why only me? That's the million-dollar question. What's that supposed to mean? Is it because I'm a manager? Well, as a boy, I'm sure that it is, don't worry about it. I was at a loss for words. We're good friends. I guess you could say that we've gotten closer than ever. No. We're not actually related, so that's not it. So it's not that. Ciel calls me Big Brother, so I've been playing along. But in the end, we're not related by blood or actual family. In reality, she's no more than just an adorable junior.
シエルちゃんはなぜか今、お兄ちゃんというフィルターを通して朝木先輩を見ていますけど、それがずっと続くとは思えないんです。
Right. There may be a good sense of distance between us if we keep going like this, but I doubt that'll happen. Koto nods her head in agreement. Gradually, I feel like I've begun to understand what she wants to tell me.
例えばですけど、シエルちゃんがお兄ちゃんというのをやめて距離を置いても、それはシエルちゃんに任せてあげてください。
Of course, that's entirely up to Ciel, though.
その逆に、もしシエルちゃんがお兄ちゃんというのをやめて、朝木先輩のことを好きだと言ったら、ちゃんと聞いてあげてください。
Is that even going to happen?
例えばの話です。
Oh, well, okay.
シエルちゃんは裏表のない子だから、気持ちを偽ったりごまかしたりはしないはずなんです。
She's real straightforward, isn't she? I can tell just by looking at her.
私が心配していたのはそういうことですので、変なこと言ってすみません。
Thanks for letting me know. But back to what you said about Ciel having a crush on me. Even if it's unlikely, I wonder if she likes me.
どうでしょう。私にはそこまでわかりませんし、わかってても言いません。
Of course. Ciel's got a good friend by her side.
ありがとうございます。シエルちゃんって素直すぎてほっとけないんですよね。
My heart is beating loudly the whole time as I talk to Koron. I have to admit, there have been a couple times where I've wondered if Ciel sees me as more than a friend. I know it's wrong, but it's not like the thought hasn't crossed my mind. But I always just end up at the conclusion that she longs for a big brother. Ciel's such a nice girl. I'm sure everyone would be as stoked as I am if a cute girl like that adored them as their big brother. It's nice having someone smiling at me while calling me that. I want to stroke her head and smile back at her as her big brother. However, the big brother and little sister relationship that Ciel wants might change someday. Thinking about it brings up an unexplainable sense of anxiety. Why do I care so much about Ciel? Is it because she's my slightly odd little sister? Or are there other feelings involved? I don't know, you tell me. I think about it for a bit, but I can't come up with an answer. Oh, Ciel. After I get ready for the morning and head out, I see Ciel outside.
おはようございます、お兄ちゃん。今日はいつもより3分遅いですよ。
Really? Maybe it's because it took me a while to find my socks.
なるほど。では、これからは前日に準備をしておくといいと思います。
Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, were you called while waiting for me?
はい、大丈夫です。今日もいいお天気ですからね。
The conversation with Koron crosses my mind, but there's nothing strange about the Ciel in front of me.
今日のお昼は何にします？購買で新しいメニューが追加されたみたいですよ。
I see. That sounds like a good bet then. When I talk like this, it makes it hard for me to believe Ciel and I would ever distance ourselves from each other. Still, I can't help but think, if the opposite happens and we become more than just friends, what if the opposite happens and we become more than just friends? Maybe I didn't realize it before, or maybe I'm just being a coward. Another day at Caramella ends. We're able to close the cafe without any problems. I always randomly eat whatever I can for dinner, but this time Chisato was nice enough to share her braised chicken and vegetable dish with me. At this point, I've gotten used to living on my own. Chisato is always there for me, and I'm getting to know more and more people around town. I continue going to school every single day, and I have to work at Caramella all the time as well, but no 2 days ever feel the same. And that's because I live each day to the fullest. The boy I was a year ago is clearly different from who I am now. After thinking about that while eating my dinner, I take a longer bath than usual to rid myself of the excess stress, then return to my room. When I get back to my room, I notice that my phone is lit up, indicating that someone called me. Looks like Ciel tried to call me twice. I wonder why. A lot of time has passed since the end of our shifts, and getting a phone call this late is really rare. While I'm wondering what's happening, Ciel calls me again. Hello, Ciel? What's up? Huh? Help you with what? Is something wrong? I've never heard her voice quiver like this, so I know it's serious. Calm down. Oh, what happened to Palmu? I see. What should we do? Does she have any other symptoms? I grip my phone tightly. Ciel adores Palmu, so it's no wonder she's acting so desperate. Still, I can't rush things. I've got to listen to her and analyze the situation carefully before figuring out the best course of action. And it's never happened before? I won't have an idea unless I see her in person. For the time being, I flip open the notebook on my desk and grab a pen. I'm going to listen to what Ciel has to say, get a better grasp of the situation. I don't know. Make some notes and go from there. Can you repeat what happened to Palmu from the very beginning? If there was anything off about her, I want as many details as possible. Huh? Now? How about I go to your... She hangs up before I can even finish my sentence. I never imagined that she would head to my place this late at night. Ciel usually isn't this high-strung. If I go to check up on her, we might accidentally pass each other. I don't want to risk it, so I'll stay put and do what I can here. Disease for hamsters. I open the internet browser on my phone and search for information about diseases hamsters can contract. Ciel mentioned that Palmu had diarrhea, So maybe I can figure out what's wrong with her based on this info. No, this isn't the time to be making uneducated guesses. I shift my focus and start searching for animal hospitals. There are several veterinary clinics in the area, but all of them are closed at this hour. As I continue to search for answers, the doorbell rings. It has to be CL. I immediately let her in and invite her into my room. CL, Pamu is...
お兄ちゃん、パムちゃんが、パムちゃん、助けてください。
There's no need to cry, CL. You did a good job coming here all the way by yourself.
パムちゃんが。
I know. I'm going to check on her, so just leave it to me, okay? After I calm the crying CL down, I take a look inside the cage she's holding. Just like you said, it seems all the energy's been drained from her body. Based on CL's story, I know that Pamu is always running around unless it's time to eat or sleep. Fortunately, I can compare that Pamu to her conditions now. As CL said, she looks a little weak.
パムちゃん、死んだりしないよね。お兄ちゃん。
By the way, how long have you had Pamu?
去年の秋にパムちゃんと出会ったので、ちょうど1年くらいです。
Hamsters have a lifespan between 1 to 3 years, but Pamu is still young, so I doubt she's dying of old age or anything. You mentioned that she had diarrhea?
はい、お腹を下してるみたいなんです。
Right. Let me hold you, Pamu.
パムちゃん、お兄ちゃんに見てもらおうね。
As I softly talk to Pamu, I hold her tiny body in the palm of my hand. Pamu is usually very agile and cute, but her current reactions are sluggish and lethargic. She's curled up into a ball on the palm of my hand, as if she's frightened. Just looking at her isn't going to tell me anything.
病気になって死んじゃったら私、どうしよう、お兄ちゃん。
It's going to be okay. Have you taken her to the vet before?
ないです。
Okay, if you don't already have one, we'll just have to find one. I go back to my phone and broaden the search area for animal hospitals. Most of the hospitals are focused on cats and dogs, so only a few do checkups on birds and rodents. Not only that, but we need to find a hospital that allows emergency visits this late at night.
私も自分で探してみます。
CL begins searching for hospitals on her phone after saying that. If it gets too late, the situation is only going to get worse. The two of us should be able to find something more efficiently. They might let us in, even outside of business hours. If there's a phone number, we can call and check. It is nearly 10 PM, but a doctor could still be hanging around at the bigger hospitals. All of my hope is hinging on that one prospect. CL, call this number. Ask them if they do checkups on hamsters.
わかりました。
Up until this point, CL has been freaking out, but she's now calmly looking at me while talking on the phone. I felt a little worried about her a few seconds ago, but she should be good now. The two of us called several hospitals, but we only reach answering machines. I hang up every time the voicemail starts. It's no use leaving a message if I can't get a checkup right away. After several more calls, I finally managed to get through to an actual person. Can I ask you a quick question? Oh, you don't do checkups on hamsters. I see. Even though I finally managed to reach someone, my expectations fall short. Hamsters need specialized care, since they're so small. This is so frustrating.
お兄ちゃん、ここの病院、ハムスターも見てくれるそうです。
Really? Can they do it right now?
はい、大丈夫だそうです。パムちゃん見てもらいましょう。
Good. Can you tell where it is? Tell me where it is? After she finishes the call, CL hands me her phone and shows me the location of the hospital. I check the map and confirm that it's on the outskirts of the neighboring town. The website also says it's a clinic in the suburbs, so it'll take ages to get there. Looking up the route displays the arrival time on my screen. It's a pretty long drive. By car it'll take around 30 minutes.
車ですか？うちには車なんて。
No worries, I'll call a taxi. I search for a taxi service number, then call them up. They say a car will be out front in 5 minutes.
ハムちゃん、もう少しだから我慢してね。ハムちゃん、大丈夫だから。
I don't know much about hamsters, but I think everything's going to be okay in the end.
はい。お兄ちゃんに言ってもらえると、なんだか心強いです。
Sheila is looking down, a grim expression on her face. All I can do at the moment is give her words of encouragement. The taxi will be here soon, so let's wait outside.
はい。
After 5 minutes, we jump into the taxi, tell them where the hospital is, and head off toward it. After Palmer gets examined, we call a taxi again and ride it back home. The results of the exam reveal that Pamu has a parasite inside her. The medicine they gave us is a liquid that even tiny hamsters can drink. I'm going to hold Pamu, so try to give her the medicine.
わかりました。1回分がこのメモリ1つですよね。
I think so. Go slowly. Yell carefully moves the tip of the dropper toward Pamu's mouth. He looks uncomfortable, but starts to lick the tip all the same. Oh, did you drink everything up? Did you drink everything?
はい。1メモリ分は飲んでくれたみたいです。よかった。
What a relief. Like the vet said, it's going to take a couple days for her to recover. They also mentioned that we should contact them if the symptoms persist, which gave me some temporary relief.
はい。お兄ちゃん、本当にありがとうございます。お兄ちゃんがいてくれてよかった。はい。お兄ちゃん、本当にありがとうございます。お兄ちゃんがいてくれてよかった。
CL straightens her back and gives me a deep bow. You don't need to do that. Mama needed my help, so I wasn't gonna just sit by.
そういえばタクシー代、私が出します。
CL hurriedly grabs her wallet, but I stop her. It's fine. That's all the money you've earned from work, right?
そうですけど。でも、お兄ちゃんに出させてしまって悪いと思います。
Don't worry about it. As a manager, I get paid more than enough. Getting to help you is worth it. Plus, that money's just the money that you're giving me is just mine anyway. Is technically still mine. I exaggerated a little in an attempt to keep CL from worrying about the money.
そうですか。わかりました。お兄ちゃんに甘えます。ありがとうございます。
CL bows again, satisfied by my words. Anyway, it's pretty late, so I'll walk you home.
でも往復したらお兄ちゃんも遅くなっちゃうから。
It's no big deal. I'll just sleep a little later than I usually do. That's all. Besides, I wouldn't even get to sleep if I let a girl walk home on her own at this hour. So, will you let me walk you home safely?
お兄ちゃんは優しいですね。ありがとうございます。それじゃあ送ってください。
Shall we? I obviously want to send Ciel home because I'm concerned about her safety, but I also want to make sure that she's feeling okay. The instructions say that you're supposed to give her medicine once a day, so make sure you do that tomorrow.
はい、わかりました。
It's almost midnight. I haven't been out this late in a while. I'm getting concerned because of Ciel's size. Maybe she's been hard on herself. I know exactly how she feels, but Pamu getting sick out of nowhere isn't anyone's fault. Pamu won't recover if her best friend is all depressed, you know.
そうですよね。
Our footsteps sound loud due to how silent the streets are. Ciel is usually quite talkative, so this is the first time I've seen her so quiet. For the time being, you should trust the doctor's word and rest as soon as you get home.
はい、ありがとうございます。
We keep walking in silence until we reach Ciel's neighborhood. We're almost at her place, but she still has a grim expression on her face. Guess this is it.
はい、
Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I look at Ciel with worry written all over my face. She doesn't respond, but at the very least she nods. Ciel turns her back on me and starts to make her way into her house. After I see her off, I head back toward the road we just walked down. For now, I'm happy as long as she's safe at home. Pamu is an important friend to Ciel, so it's understandable why she's so depressed. Besides, once Pamu fully recovers, Ciel will return to her old energetic self. I just need to keep telling myself that. Unfortunately, I failed to get a good night's sleep because Ciel was constantly on my mind. On top of that, she didn't show up at Caramella this morning, so we didn't get to walk to school together.
朝木先輩、おはようございます。ちょっといいですか？
Oh, morning, Koron. What's up?
実はシエルちゃんのことで、今日お休みするって連絡があって。
What? Are you serious? Are you sure?
はい、シエルちゃんがお休みすることって今までほとんどなかったので、連絡が来て驚いてしまって。
I see. I'm worried about her. I never even imagined she'd skip school. Is she looking after Pamu? But it doesn't seem like Koron even knows about the whole Pamu situation. Did you ask why she decided to stay home?
体調不良だって言ってましたけど、シエルちゃんが体調不良になるなんて初めてです。
Maybe she was referring to Pamu not feeling well.
確かにシエルちゃんが体調不良だとは言ってなかったような。
Koron is quite surprised when I told her the short version of the events that happened yesterday.
パムちゃんは大丈夫だったんですよね。
The medicine we got from the vet should work. If it wasn't working, CL would have texted me.
そうですよね。シエルちゃん、ショックだったんだろうな。
She was upset at first, but she calmed down on our way back, so I think everything is going to be okay. But then, why'd she take the day off?
ちょっと心配なので、後でそれとなくメッセージを送っておきますね。
Yeah, please do.
それじゃあ、そろそろ教室に行きますね。朝木先輩も遅れないようにしてください。
Thanks for reminding me. I'll see you later. After I watched Koron walk toward her classroom, I hurriedly rushed to my own. CL isn't working today. I hope she's at home, looking after Pamu. I don't get a single text from CL while at school or work. And it's not just me either. Koron's in the same boat. I'm really worried. It goes without saying that Pamu is on my mind as well, but I'm more concerned about CL more than anything. Yeah. I decided to send her a text now to see how she's doing. I didn't expect her to text me back right away, but I don't get a response from her even after waiting a while. Is she planning to skip school tomorrow as well? If she is, I should do something about it. CL, I wonder if she'll walk to school tomorrow. I'm worried I won't see her in front of Caramella again. I'll have to give her a call tomorrow morning. I eat my breakfast, change into my school uniform, finish my morning preparations, and look at the clock. It's still early, so I should give her a call now. I whip out my phone and call CL. The phone rings several times before switching to an answering machine. I hang up and dial her number again. Maybe she's taking another day off. Right as I think that, I hear CL's voice on the other end of the line. Morning, CL. I was worried about you all day yesterday, and I'm wondering what you're up to today. CL's voice is harder to make out than usual. Did I wake you? The floor? Were you so busy looking for Pamu that you accidentally fell asleep on the floor, looking after Pamu? Oh, CL. We need to get to school. You need to get ready, stat. Pamu's feeling a lot better now, right? Well, if she's able to eat, shouldn't she be fine on her own? She still seems worried about Pamu, but she's at least starting to understand that she can't do much else to help her. Why don't we meet up halfway and head to school? You know the road we always take from Caramella to school, right? Let's meet there. I'll head out now then. get there as soon as you can, but don't rush, okay?
じゃあまた後でです。
After our call, I grab my bag and rush out of my house. It's going to be tough to make it to our meeting spot in time. I need to hurry.
お兄ちゃん、お待たせしました。
When I reach our meeting spot, we're already on the verge of being late to school. But if we try hard enough, we can still make it in time. Make it on time. Okay, I'm going to start running now, CL.
走るんですか？
We sure are. We can still make it if we do. I pull CL's hand and begin to sprint.
お兄ちゃんに引っ張られて早いけど、自分でも足を動かしてるから、これすっごく疲れます。
We've already made it this far, so it'd be a waste if we arrive too late. If we arrive late.
そうですけど、唯一嬉しいのは手を強く握られて、これって感動的なシーンになってますね。
Yeah. You know, you're going to bite your tongue if you keep talking. Phew, we made it. This is my first time running to school like this. We make it with 5 minutes to spare, thanks to our efforts.
はい。朝から髪がボサボサになりました。
Oh, just get caught on to fix it for you.
そうします。ぐそ。
Oh, it's the school bell.
ではまた後でです、お兄ちゃん。
We've got to get moving. I rush up the stairs and manage to get into my seat before the teacher arrives. Did CL make it? It's been about a week since that trip to the animal hospital. Palmer was nearly finished with her recovery.
シエルちゃん、パムちゃんはもう元気になった？
はい、おかげさまで。
よかった。自分たちも心配してたんで、何よりだよ。
ありがとうございます。私もほっと一安心です。
The regulars grow concerned about CL's mental health upon hearing that Palmer was sick. But now here she is, back on her feet, smiling like an angel. Everyone's glad that she's back to her usual energetic self.
パムちゃんもシエルちゃんも元気になってよかったですね。
Same here. A smile suits her best.
私もそう思います。
With CL all happy and laughing again, Caramella has also returned to its normal self. The day ends without any hitches, and CL, Koron, and Palmu go home together.
ねえ、アサキくん。パムちゃんの看病の時、シエルちゃんはアサキくんの部屋に泊まったの？
No, never. Why would you even ask? Why would you even ask?
シエルちゃんが夜遅くまで優しくしてくれたって言ってたから。違った？
Oh, that's just a big misunderstanding. She brought Palmu to my room, but after we went to the hospital, I walked her home.
なるほど、そういうことだったんだ。アサキくんらしい紳士的な対応ね。
Chisato nods several times. You know what? I'm just going to leave it at that.
さて、それじゃあ私はそろそろ帰るわね。
Okay, please be safe. See you, Chisato. After I watch Chisato leave, I do a final check around the cafe before returning to my room. When I take a break to look at my phone, I notice that there's a message from CL. Whoa, this is a whole essay.
お兄ちゃんへ。パムちゃんのこと、学園まで一緒に行ってくれたこと、いろいろありがとうございました。いつもいつもお兄ちゃんが私とパムちゃんを気にかけてくれていること、とっても嬉しいです。でも、いつもお兄ちゃんにお世話になってばかりなので、これはいけないと私は思ったのです。何がいいかな、どうすればいいかなって考えて、いいことが思い浮かびました。いつもお世話になっているお礼として、お兄ちゃんにご飯を作らせてください。どうですか？
After I finish reading the message, I suddenly remember how delicious CL's lunchbox was. The thought of it has my mouth watering. I'll send her a message that says nothing would make me happier. Did you include the I'll send her a message that says part? CL responds almost immediately.
それならうちに来てください。料理を作って待っていますので。
He's treating me to a meal at her house, huh? How do I feel about this? It's a little much. I mean, I'd be intruding on her family, and it'd be bad if they assume I'm her boyfriend. My kitchen's a little different from yours, but if you're going to make something, you might as well come here. I sent her that message, thinking it'll be less weird for her to come to my place, but I guess it's essentially the same thing, huh? After a few minutes, CL responds with a yes. Don't forget the face and the B. We discuss our plans and decide she should cook for me on a day when she has no shift scheduled. Several days after we make that promise, CL and Koron walk back from school together. As soon as they arrived at Caramella, CL lowers her head and bows to me.
それじゃあお兄ちゃん、お邪魔しますね。
No worries. I'm looking forward to your cooking.
お任せください。じゃあ、コロンちゃん、またね。
After waving away Koron, CL enters my house. He and CL and I interact, makes Koron tilt her head to one side in confusion.
朝木先輩、シエルちゃん、今度は何をするんですか？
She says she's gonna cook me some food. She wants to thank me for helping Pamu.
なるほど。それはまっとうなお礼の仕方ですね。でも、遅くならないようにしてあげてくださいね。
Of course. As her brother, I know not to do that sort of thing.
朝木先輩、なんだか完璧にお兄ちゃんになってますね。
I don't know about that.
はい。でも、シエルちゃんと朝木先輩が仲良くするのは大歓迎ですよ。シエルちゃんにとっても朝木先輩はいい人だと思うので。
That's nice to hear. Thanks. After that conversation I had with Koron, I've been thinking very carefully about how to interact with CL. But we never went over any specifics. I'll be at Caramella working while she makes food at my house. Today, Inoue, who was in charge of remodeling Caramella, comes to visit as a customer. You just had something from our seasonal menu. How was it?
なあ、千里ちゃんが考えたやつだね。美味しかったよ。たまーに甘いものが欲しくなるときはカルメラに限るね。
Thank you. Getting some sugar in my body calms me down and makes me feel more focused.
食べ過ぎは良くないけど、たまには悪くないな。
It's refreshing seeing someone who had a big part in reopening Caramello here as a customer. Plus, the fact that he loves Chisato's sweets makes me very happy. Caramello is bustling with customers as usual, and the day comes to a successful close. After shutting the doors and finishing preparations for tomorrow, I see Chisato off and return to my room. As soon as I enter my room, Ciel greets me with a big grin. Seeing her smile like that makes me respond in kind. I'm home, Ciel. Gotta say, it feels weird coming home and seeing you here. I know, but this is the first time I've had anyone in my house after coming back from work. Yeah? I knew she was gonna do this. Wait, did you draw a bath for me? Oh, sorry. Is Pamu doing okay? So cute. When Ciel calls out her name, Pamu comes out to play. He's right. Pamu looks extremely energetic. Okay, I'll go get changed, and then play with Pamu while I wait. Once Ciel leaves the room to prepare for dinner, I change out of my work clothes and wait patiently while petting Pamu. After waiting a while, Ciel comes back into my room with a tray of food. Oh wow. The tray is full of different dishes. There's an entire array of Japanese cuisine. She explains each of the dishes as she lines them up on the table. Wasn't it hard making all this on your own? I feel like I'm in an actual restaurant. I feel bad that you went through all this trouble. I never expected you to cook such a fancy dinner. Of course I will. I can't wait to dig in. I put my hands together in prayer, then stare at the dishes in front of me, wondering which one I should try first. I'm going to try the boiled fish and vegetables first. Nom nom. Yeah, this is good. I haven't had anything like this in a long time. It's making me all teary-eyed. Well, I definitely couldn't. The fish is fluffy, and biting into it makes all the juices pour out. Okay. Wow, it's really crispy. Ciel, you're really good at making Japanese food, aren't you?
お魚メインの和食にしたんですよ。
Oh, well, hearing that makes me happy. I haven't really been paying attention to what I'm eating.
ダメですよ。今はもうカルメラの店長。そして私のお兄ちゃんなんですから、ちゃんと健康でいてくれないと。
You're right. It'd cause a lot of problems if anything happened to me. I'll watch what I eat from now on. I'm eating unusually fast due to how delicious the food is. The homemade sweet and salty potatoes taste simple but yet delicious.
箸が止まらないとはこのことですね。
I can't help myself. It's that good. Oh, Ciel, you don't have to wait for me to finish, you know. You can start eating already.
そうですね。私もいただきます。
Ciel must have forgotten while watching me eat. Must have forgot while watching me eat. Yeah, okay. We begin to eat together. Phew, that was delicious. Thanks, Ciel.
いえいえ。はい、お茶どうぞ。
Is it just me or did she change height? She grew taller with the apron on and shorter with the off. The warm tea at the end of the meal makes me feel at ease. Yesterday I had pasta, but today's food was even more amazing. I feel like you'd make a good wife.
そんなお兄ちゃんたら、妹の他に私にお嫁さんにもなってほしいんですか？
Huh? That's not what I meant. You can't be both. That makes no sense. I'll wash the dishes later, so you should get going, Ciel. It's already late.
もうですか？でも食後にお兄ちゃんとゆっくりしたいですし、私は大丈夫です。
I can't have you walking home alone in the dark. It's awkward having a girl over this late at night, and I can't really send her back alone either.
大丈夫ですよ。パムちゃんも一緒ですから。
Still, it's taken this long for Palmer to finally show up in her sprite again. Ciel doesn't seem to care, and I wonder if explaining things to her will really make a difference.
お風呂タイムにしますか？
Oh, she got her height back. Yeah, I need to fill the tub with hot water.
ご飯を食べている間にお風呂の準備もしておいたのですぐ入れますよ。
Did you? Well, thanks. I'll take that bath now. I'm surprised by how efficiently she's worked.
ささ、お風呂で汗を流してきてくださいな。
Why are you looking at me like that when you talk about sweat? Thanks for everything. I force Ciel to turn around by pushing the small of her back, then make my way to the bathroom. Phew. Stepping into the bath does wonders for my body. All of the stress and exhaustion fades away instantly. I feel really guilty. I can't believe she's done so much for me. When I get back to my room, Stella is sitting on my chair, swinging her legs back and forth.
お兄ちゃん、本当に早く出てきたんですね。
Anyway, I think it's about time for you to head home. It's getting late.
そうですね。結構遅くなっちゃいました。
I'll walk you to the front of your house.
せっかくお風呂に入ったのに湯冷めしちゃうんじゃないですか？
It's fine. Please let me do this. It's my responsibility as your brother, as a man.
それじゃあ付き添いお願いします。
We walked the streets together under the cover of night. The last incident surprised me to death, but all in all, I'm glad Ciel worked so hard to please me today. Thanks for today. It must have been tough for you.
お兄ちゃんはパムちゃんを救ってくれた命の恩人ですから。まだ感謝し足りないくらいです。
Personally, I think you've done more than enough. You're probably tired, so go get some rest.
料理は頑張りましたけど、疲れてません。楽しかったです。
That's good to hear. Oh, and the food was delicious. Thanks. Thanks again.
明日もご飯作りましょうか？次はお兄ちゃんの食べたいものを作りますよ。
Ow. I appreciate the thought, but you have work tomorrow, so I want you to save your energy for that.
そうですね。またの機会にします。
We finally reached the front of Ciel's house, and when we do, I suddenly realize something. Aren't your parents worried about you coming home so late?
あ、そっか。お兄ちゃんには言ってなかったかもですが、お父さんはいないんです。
Oh,
はい。あと、お母さんは仕事が忙しいので、遅い時は帰りが12時を過ぎてしまう時も。
I see. Must be really hard on your mum. Maybe Ciel's so used to doing things around the house because her mother isn't around often.
今日はお家に帰ったらお風呂に入ってすぐ寝ちゃいます。
Good idea.
お兄ちゃん、送ってくれてありがとうございました。
No worries. Good night, Ciel.
はーい。お兄ちゃん、また明日です。
Ciel nods as she says that, turns her back toward me, and starts walking to the front door. I don't know what Ciel's home life is like, but she probably has it rough. Oh, Ciel. Ciel, if you ever need anything, feel free to contact me. Ciel, who's about to enter her house, waves at me with a big smile on her face.
お兄ちゃんはやっぱり優しいですね。本当のお兄ちゃんだったらよかったです。
To be honest, I've thought the same thing before.
ありがとうございます。それでは、おやすみなさい。
Seeing Ciel's back as she enters her house, it makes me feel a little lonely. Maybe she wants a big brother so much because she wants more emotional support. If so, I want to do everything I can to make that wish come true. Still, what exactly should I do? I don't know how long this relationship will last. I mean, it could end at any moment. Do I want to continue being her big brother? Or do I want something more? I'm honestly still not sure how to answer that question. Loss is in for the day. You know, I always wonder why every moment spent at school feels like an eternity.
シエルちゃん、今日はカルメラに行く？あ、そうだ。帰りにお兄ちゃんの教室に行ってみよう。朝木先輩、まだいるかな？わからないから行ってみる。
After I put my things back in my bag, I walk over to the second-year classrooms with Koron. We hurriedly run over and take a peek inside Big Brother's classroom, but he's nowhere to be found.
あれ？いないかな？シエルちゃん、廊下は走っちゃダメだって。
Yeah, but she's used to it, okay?
だって、それよりコロンちゃん。朝木先輩いないの？先に帰っちゃったのかな？ 最近はいつも一緒に帰ってるのに。
うちのクラス帰りのホームルームがちょっと長引いちゃったからね。私たちも向かおう、シエルちゃん。
もう、お兄ちゃん。
That's why he's waiting out at the entrance. Right? I checked Big Brother's shoe cubby just to make sure, but there are only indoor shoes inside. Well, never mind. I guess he actually left.
シエルちゃん、靴がないならもうカルメラに帰ってると思うよ。
だって、もしまだ学園に残ってたら寂しがるかなって。
朝木先輩なら気にしないと思うけど。
お兄ちゃんは意外と繊細だからすぐ悩むタイプだと思う。
I think you're projecting a bit, CL. Hold on, gives me a wry smile, but it doesn't do much more. I know I'm right. Big Brother's a sensitive guy. It's hard to tell from the outside, but kind people who pay close attention to others have a delicate heart. Or at least, that's what some characters in a TV show I once watched said. Was it a kid's show?
それじゃあカルメラに行こう、コロンちゃん。
待って、シエルちゃん。急ぎたいのわかるけど、走ったら危ないよ。
Cordon grabs my hand in an attempt to stop me.
走らなくてもカルメラは逃げないし、今日はシフトにも入ってないから急がなくていいんだし。
それはそうなんだけど、コロンちゃんもカルメラに寄っていくよね。
シエルちゃんが行くなら私も少しだけ。
Of course Cordon's gonna come with CL. She always goes everywhere with CL.
じゃあ一緒に行こう。
I was definitely not stalling to increase the volume. Oh. Cordon releases her hand on me, her hold on me. A second later, the two of us begin walking toward the cafe.
そういえばカルメラのメニューもう全部食べ尽くしちゃったね。
そうだね。でもそれはいいことだよ。全部のメニューをお客様に紹介できるから。
冬のメニューってどんなのになるんだろう。クリスマスっぽいのかな。
まだ気が早いんじゃない？クリスマスまでまだ2ヶ月あるよ。
そっか。何か新しいメニューを考えて提案してみようかな。
I imagine various kinds of cakes in my head. Coming up with new dishes is pretty difficult.
シエルちゃんさ、あの後何か進展あった？
進展？
Cordon's sudden question baffles me.
朝木先輩とのこと。この前ご飯作りに行ったんでしょ？
和食に挑戦してみたんだけど、お兄ちゃんすごく喜んでくれたよ。
よかったね。シエルちゃん、最近よく朝木先輩の部屋に行くよね。
Yeah, and unlike Cordon, CL doesn't have an excuse like visiting his place to see Pamu or Latte.
たまにお邪魔してて、パムちゃんと遊んでもらったり、私と遊んでもらったりしてるよ。
I think about asking Cordon what she means, but I don't have a clue.
シエルちゃんは朝木先輩のことが好きなんだよね。
Damn, calling her out again. It feels like deja vu.
好きだよ。
Okay. This is basically the same scene that happened last time they did this. I truly do. Pamu loves Big Brother too, and she always looks forward to playing with him. It must be because he saved her life. I'm sure of it.
ねえシエルちゃん、もし私が朝木先輩のことが好きだと言ったらどうする？
Uh-oh. Thinking that Koron's cracking a bad joke, I look at her and see that she isn't laughing.
それでもし私が朝木先輩と付き合って他の女の子と仲良くしてほしくないって言ったら先輩どうするのかな？
Okay, well, you did date him in one round, and you weren't like that, so the hypothetical would never happen.
お兄ちゃんは
I want to deny Koron's words. I want to tell her he'd never do that to his little sister. But for some reason, the words won't leave my mouth.
お兄ちゃんはかっこいいし誰にでも優しいから好きになるのも無理はないと思うけど。
私もそう思うよ。いい先輩だと思う。
だからお兄ちゃんが誰かと付き合うならそれは。
Suddenly, my whole body is sweating profusely. I'm feeling pretty dizzy now, even.
シエルちゃん落ち着いて。さっきの話は例え話。私は朝木先輩をただの先輩としか見てないから。
Yeah, you haven't had your heart-to-heart with Latte as the medium. Koron tells me that, then puts a hand on my shoulder.
なんだ、びっくりした。
Yeah, this is why I increased the volume, because like, bro...
なんだ、びっくりした。
She yells normally pretty loud, right? But there's so many instances, especially in her route, that she's half volume, basically. I answer her in a small voice, still shocked, like literally 10 decibels quieter.
今、朝木先輩と一番仲がいい女の子はシエルちゃんだよ。でも、朝木先輩が他の子を好きになる可能性もあるよね。
I would know. I'm looking at the mixer the whole time.
それはわからないけど。
Not for their voice. My voice.
シエルちゃんの言う兄弟がどんな意味なのか私にはわからないよ。でも好きっていう気持ちはわかるよ。本当に好きならその気持ちはちゃんと伝えなくちゃ。
I know what Koron is trying to say. She's right, even. I've never told him about my feelings. Maybe that's because I'm still taking our current relationship for granted.
余計なお世話だったらごめんね。でもシエルちゃんには本当の気持ちで前に進んでほしいから。
Don't worry, CL. I saved the best for last. But apparently the developers didn't think you were the best, even though they have you on as the icon of the second game because you have the least CGs. And you haven't had one for 2.5 hours. All I can do is nod. If Big Brother gets close to other girls, he can't hang out as much. We can't hang out as much. I hate that idea. Just thinking about it makes my blood curl. That... curl? What, like... sickle cell anemia? Never mind. If I don't do something, he'll disappear from my life. I'll lose him just like my dad and real brother.
シエルちゃん大丈夫？顔が真っ青だよ。
大丈夫。
Look, all I'm saying is that the music does not match the subject material, alright? I did not think it was going that deep because the music did not change.
少し座って休もう。ショックだったんだね。ごめん。公園寄ろうか。
Gordon helps me to the park and we sit on a bench together. What the fuck? I guess my palm grazed my trackpad. At least I read the text. I feel a little better after resting there.
混乱しちゃった。コロンちゃんは実はお兄ちゃんが好き？
先輩として店長として尊敬してるけど、好きというのは大げさ。尊敬してるだけだよ。
よかった。コロンちゃん可愛いし、お兄ちゃんだったらコロンちゃんとお似合いかなって思って。
待って、私はそういうことを言いたかったんじゃなくて、さっきのは例え。気にしちゃダメ。
そっか、そうだよね。尊敬してるんだよね。
そう、それだけだよ。でもシエルちゃんは違うよね。本当に好きなんだよね。
What does that even mean? I already told her I like him. I know that in my heart.
でも今、朝木先輩はシエルちゃんのことを妹だと思っているんだよね。
それは私がお兄ちゃんって呼んでるから？
朝木先輩の気持ちはわからないけど、そうかもしれない。
そっか、そうだよね。最初にお兄ちゃんって呼んだのは私だもん。
Call it intuition, but I really feel like he would make a great big brother. Well, he is a big brother, so I wanted him to be my big brother. I thought that spending time together as brother and sister would be more fun. But I know what she's saying.
ありがとう、コロンちゃん。
It's holding you back.
どうしてお礼を言うの？
コロンちゃんは私のこと心配してくれたんだよね。
それは心配するよ。シエルちゃんは大切な友達だから。
ありがとう、コロンちゃん。
I thank her. I thank her again. Koron's the only one who'd take my feelings into consideration and talk to me like this. That's why I really have to think about what she said. At the moment, I don't know what I can do, but I should let it sit in my head and try to come up with an answer. Okay. As the days go by in October, there's a heightened sense of excitement among the students. And it's all because of the school festival, obviously.
放課後残れる人がいたら学園祭の準備手伝って。お願いね。
Nearly every single day around lunch, Nana goes around asking for help. Right now, we only spend a few hours after classes getting things prepared, but I expect we're going to have to work more hours the closer we get to the actual day. I'd better adjust my schedule at Caramella. That's the only way I'll really get to participate here. I talked to Chisato about my shifts, but it looks like it's going to be hard to get me some time off. Still, it's not the time to think about that. I need to head to the kiosk to buy food before lunch break ends. On my way to the kiosk, I see Ciel on a bench in the courtyard. There isn't anyone around her, and it doesn't look like she's waiting for anyone either, or even eating her lunch. It looks like she's daydreaming, but I wonder what's up with her. It's the first time I've seen her like this, and it kind of worries me. And if this is the first time you've seen her like this, surely there will be a CG for it, right? I'm worried she needs some time to think. Maybe she needs some time to think. Whatever it is, I'm worried. I rush to the kiosk to buy leftover bread and a drink for myself, as well as a hot chocolate for Ciel, then make my way to the courtyard. What's wrong, Ciel? She doesn't respond. She continues to blankly look up at the sky, at the autumn sky. Ciel? I put my hand on her shoulder while calling out to her. A hand on her shoulder. She finally notices that I'm trying to talk to her, and turns toward me.
あれ鬼、朝木先輩、どうしてここに
I saw you from the hallway. What's up?
そうだったんですか。
Ciel is at a loss for words. It looks like she's in a daze. Did you eat lunch yet?
今日はなんだかお腹が空かないので、食べなくてもいいかなって。
What? That's rare. Here, have this. I got some hot chocolate for you.
ありがとうございます。
He slowly takes the drink and holds it in her hands. It's getting cold, huh?
そうですね。
This doesn't feel right. Ciel usually tells me everything that's on her mind.
そうだ。
So, what's up?
思い出したんですが、朝木先輩は誰かと付き合ったことがありますか？
What? I don't know why she's asking that question, but I know this can't be random. Nope, I've never dated anyone, except for the times I dated the other three characters. I mean, I've never done that before. Why do you ask?
そっか。よかった。
Ciel looks relieved, all of a sudden. Why was she so afraid of asking that question?
変なこと聞いてごめんなさい。ここはありがとうございました。
Oh, suddenly Ciel gets up in a rush, bows her head and runs off. Well, guess we got no CG again. What on earth happened to her? Without thinking, I look up at the sky with a blank expression on my face. Does her asking that question mean she likes someone? Considering that it's directed towards you, maybe you should assume that she likes you? Maybe she wants advice.
お待たせしました。ハイカラメイドさん焼きです。
Fuck.
ゆっくりどうぞ。
Fucking get my hand on the mic.
少々お待ちください。ご注文ですね。
Ciel is smiling and dealing with customers as usual this evening. She's still her usual energetic self, but can't help but think she's overdoing it because of what happened at lunch.
店長、シエルちゃん、どうかしたんですか？
Huh? What do you mean?
いえ、どことなく無理をしているような気がして。
So it's not just me. The others think she's acting weird as well. I think I know why she's like that.
そっか。何かあったらフォローしておきます。
Wait, I didn't read that wrong, right? I think I know why she's like that. Okay, yeah. That'd be great. don't let her know.
はい、もちろんです。
After I finished closing up, I checked the sales for the day. We had a lot of customers, and as a result, our profits are high. Everything is going smoothly at Caramella. But suddenly, I remember Ciel's words. Do you need a flashback for
思い
this?
出したんですが、朝木先輩は誰かと付き合ったことがありますか？
What? I don't know why she's asking that question, but I know this can't be random. Nope, I've never dated anyone. Why do you ask? It's not like the scene happened like 3 minutes ago or something.
そっか、よかった。
I don't know why I'm letting it play out. Okay, it's over now, at least. I can't stop thinking about why Ciel asked me that question. She had to have a reason, right? A reason she wants to... A reason she wants to know if I've ever dated anyone.
朝木くん、ちょっといい？
There wasn't enough Coons in your, in how you said his name. Oh, yes. How can I help?
今日業者さんが冬のフルーツのチラシをくれたの。冬は柑橘系が旬なのよね。ちょっと見てくれる？
Winter is citrus season. I never knew that. Oh, of course.
例えば柚子やキウイだったら国産のフルーツが確保できると思うんだけど。
I have to listen to Chisato, but I still can't get Ciel out of my mind. Why did she ask me that question?
ん？全然聞いてないわよね。
I didn't mean to get... I didn't mean to... Huh?
朝木くん、もしかして疲れてる？
Nah, he's just confused about his feelings. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about the sales.
そう？その伝票の方も完全に手が止まってたように見えたんだけど。
God, every time she notices right away that I'm not paying attention. Sorry. Why can't I date the objectively best girl, man?
無理が来る前に言ってね。いくら朝木くんが店長だって言っても本文は学生。お店のフォローなら私にいくらでもできるんだからね。
So what if she's older than... So what if she's older? That didn't stop any other visual novel protagonists from dating MILF characters. No, everything's fine. Though, something has been bothering me.
それはお店のこと？それとももしかして女の子のこと？
Yeah, I'm wondering why the writers didn't choose... Why the devs didn't have Chisato as an option. I mean... What?
なるほど。女の子のことね。
That was probably just a wild guess, but she got me.
女の子のこととなるとコルンちゃんではなくてシエルちゃんかな。
Bro, she just knows everything, man. She tilts and leans her head toward me. I shift my gaze away from her in response.
なるほどね。シエルちゃんのことが気になってるんだ。
She's got me cornered. I've got no more good excuses. You didn't have any good excuses to begin with. Yes, that's right. Does Chisato know how to cook and read people's minds? How does she know so much?
今のシエルちゃんが全てだと思わないことが大事。シエルちゃんもいろいろ経験して大人になっていく。
What do you mean full potential? Oh, you're talking about in her job? In her experience as a waitress?
今はその過程にあるんだと思うの。これまでのシエルちゃんのことはわからないけど、朝輝くんと出会ったことで変わってきているのは間違いないと思う。
Really?
出会ってすぐ朝輝くんをお兄ちゃんと慕うようになって、そして初めてのアルバイトを経験して、今では立派な看板娘。
Yeah, she's the game's poster girl too, but there hasn't been a CG in 2.5 hours, so, you know, I'm questioning it.
成長は目に見えてわかるし、経験を得たことで考えや気持ちも変わっていく。そういうものでしょ？
True.
だから気にすることないわ。ただちゃんと話を聞いてあげればいいんじゃないかしら。
Is that really enough? I don't even know what I can do to help.
朝輝くんのその気持ちもわかるわ。でも見守ってあげることも大切。心配だからと声をかけて何でもかんでも気にかけすぎるのがいいことだとは限らないからね。
I think Chisato's right. Even I have a lot of things to work out on my own. I need to work out on my own. Thanks, Chisato.
どういたしまして。でも朝輝くん、考えすぎてもダメだからね。
Just remember, it's not that deep, bro. Got it. After I see Chisato off, I lock the entrance, then unlock it, and peek out the door. What?
お疲れ様です、お兄ちゃん。
Whoa, Ciel. It's completely dark outside, but I can still see Ciel standing right next to Caramella's entrance. What a surprise.
あ、ごめんなさい。驚かしちゃいました。
Yeah, my heart's beating like crazy. I thought you went home already. Ciel finished her shift 30 minutes ago. Hold on. Has she been waiting here this entire time?
お兄ちゃん、明日なんですが、一緒にお昼しませんか？
Oh, yeah, sure. That's what you came here to say?
はい、今日言っておこうと思いまして。
Oh, okay. But you know, you could have just called me.
そうでしたね。それじゃあ帰ります。お疲れ様でした。
Ciel smiles and bows as she heads home. See you later. Take care. It isn't her usual smile though. It looks kind of fake to me. It's 10 minutes until lunch break. I can't focus on my classes because I'm so excited about lunch. Just a little longer. I've never looked at the clock for so many times before. At least you can see the clock. Unfortunately, it's being censored by God rays. The bell rings, signaling the end of class. I promised Ciel that I'd have lunch with her, but I wonder where we'll eat. Are we going to grab lunch? Are we going to grab something from the kiosk, the cafeteria? Or did she bring a lunchbox? A lunchbox. Thinking that I should have checked on her earlier. I sent her a text. I get a text back right away. She wants me to meet her on the roof. I guess I'll grab something from the kiosk before heading up there. Wind blows into my face as I open the heavy door onto the roof. The weather is great today. The autumn breeze feels nice. There's no one here. It doesn't look like they've taken care of the place at all. Well, to be fair, students shouldn't be on the roof. If I knew it'd be this bad, I would have suggested the courtyard or the cafeteria. I notice a bench in the corner of my eye. As I think about where to sit, I plop down on the bench and decide to take a nap. What? He went, good night. Me. The sky clear. The autumn sky is clear as day. The weather is nice and the warm sunlight feels pleasant. Honk-shoo. When I close my eyes, I feel like the sun is embracing my body. Bro's honk-shooing right now. Basking in the sunlight makes me feel a little drowsy. Hell's coming, so I've got to keep my eyes open, but I feel so tired. The teacher talks too long, so class runs longer than usual. I take the lunch I've prepared and run up the stairs to the rooftop. Maybe Big Brother's already there waiting for me. Yeah, he was waiting so long he fell asleep. He got a little eepy.
あれ、お兄ちゃん？
When I get to the roof, I see Big Brother taking a nap on the bench. Nah, he's dead.
遅くなっちゃって。お兄ちゃん？寝てるんですか？
I move close to the bench and look at into his face. His eyes are still shut, and I can hear him snoring peacefully. Yeah, he's going. I see he fell asleep while waiting for me. He must have been real tired. I'm not surprised considering how much work he does on a daily basis. Even I fall asleep quickly after work. It's happened many times. Big Brother goes to school and work at Caramello almost every single day. I doubt I could handle that.
でも、どうしよう。
I stand there lost in thought. I feel like I should wake him up, but watching him sleep is pretty fun. This is the first time I've seen him sleeping up close. Okay, that was actually like half of, well, no, it was 20 decibels lower than usual, which is not half because fucking decibels is exponential. I'm curious, so I lean so close to his face that I can see his eyelashes. I've never studied someone's face from this close before. His lips look a little dry. I lean over and get even closer. I bend my knees as I approach him. Oh! Bro, I did not expect the first CG of her route to be... Look, you can plan enough and you will get what you want. What? That's not good advice. I try pressing my lips against his. My body shivers from the warmth and softness of his lips. I've never felt this way before. I pull away and my hands shake due to the shock from what I've just done. Let's just hope that he doesn't wake up. I put my hand to my mouth and run away. What am I doing? Why did I do that? Siblings would never do that. The redness on my face doesn't dissipate. I wake up as soon as I hear the sound of the door to the rooftop closing. I rubbed my eyes and got up to look at the door. It's half open. Oh, that's weird. I feel like someone was just here. Maybe CL? It's faint, but I swear I can smell her. Yeah, I'm sure it's her. When I trace my lips with my fingers, it feels more moist than usual. You know, I did feel something touch my lips while I was sleeping. It was warm and soft. This is just a guess, but... No. There's no way CL would ever kiss me. You wouldn't think so, but she's apparently more bold than any of the other characters, while also being the most wholesome. She only sees me as her big brother, so kissing is out of the question. There's no sign of CL, and our lunch break is almost over. I have no choice but to return to my classroom after I finish the bread from the kiosk.